These are the new iPhones. We've got the standard iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Pro, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. We're still waiting on that iPhone 14 Plus. That one doesn't come out for a couple of weeks, but we'll start off with unboxing the standard iPhone 14, where we got it in this new shade of blue. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be, but we'll take a closer look at the phone in a sec. Finishing up with the box, this year, Apple managed to include even less in here, where while we still get a Lightning to USB-C cable, with the documentation and the sticker, there's no longer a SIM tool included, with Apple reminding us that all the new iPhones no longer come with a physical SIM slot. Now, at first glance, outside of the color, it's really hard to tell that this is even a new iPhone. It looks pretty much identical to last year's iPhone, but there are some subtle changes that can help you spot the difference. For one, that physical SIM slot on the left side is no longer there, which, now that I'm thinking about it, may actually help out with water resistance. The second difference is on the right side of the phone, where the little window for 5G is actually a bit longer than it was before, probably to help out with that SOS via satellite feature. And then on the back, the camera system is a little bigger as well. With the new 12 megapixel main camera, it definitely protrudes out a bit more, and there's also a new True Tone flash. But outside of that, it's a relatively minor upgrade for the standard iPhone 14. But it's a different story with the iPhone 14 Pro, where the Pros actually got a significant upgrade. We got ours in silver, which is really more white than anything, and right off the bat, the cameras on this thing are massive, with them protruding out even more than before to fit in that new 48 megapixel camera. But the more obvious difference, at least visually, is on the front, where the notch that has been a part of the iPhone since 2017 is finally gone, with us instead getting what Apple is calling the dynamic island, a cutout that's roughly 30% smaller than the notch was, which is also interactive, where things like timers, voice memos, visuals for Face ID, and charging the battery all have animations that expand around the sensors, making this otherwise annoying cutout feel like it was meant to be there. In addition to Dynamic Island, the bezels that go around the screen have also been slimmed down, which give the iPhone 14 Pro a more modern look to it than last year's iPhone 13. Now, the next big difference is with the new always-on display, where when you lock the phone, the screen doesn't actually just go black anymore, and instead it dims the lock screen. This makes it easy to check the time or see if you have any missed notifications without having to pick up the phone every time, and with iOS 16's revamp of the lock screen, it is kind of nice to have, although it can feel kind of weird that the entire screen stays on. I keep thinking that I forgot to lock the screen, but I assume that this is something that you'll get used to over time. But if not, you can always just turn it off in the settings. Moving on to the big boy and the iPhone 14 Pro Max, we got it in this new deep purple color, which I really like. It almost looks like space gray at certain angles, but when the light hits it just right, it has this really nice purple hue to it. And of course, being a Pro model, it has that matte finish to it on the back and a colored stainless steel frame. But let's talk about the cameras. Both the iPhone 14 Pro and the 14 Pro Max share the same triple camera system, where you get a 0.5x, a 1x, and a 3x zoom lens. However, because the new 48 megapixel camera has 4 times the resolution, you also get the option for 2x zoom in the camera app, where the iPhone crops down on the big sensor for 2x while still being able to give you full 12 megapixel quality. So I'd say it's a pretty nice upgrade. Certainly a lot better than the one on the standard iPhone 14, but then again, the standard model is getting that bigger 14 Plus size this year, which we'll be unboxing as soon as it drops. These phones are heading straight to the lab, where we'll be conducting our drop tests, speed tests, and our battery tests, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of those videos.